Still motion is a electroacoustic percussion solo that has an added element of also having live video processing, which is pretty unique because most percussion solos that use electronics have a mic and they process the percussion sounds, but that's sort of where it ends. But this piece also uses a camera, and you can really just use, a simple webcam if you want to record the performance itself, the visual aspect, and then to play back and to process these video elements as part of the performance. So it's really interesting, it's very exciting, it's kind of fresh and new in that respect. And I have a feeling that we're going to see more pieces like this because it is a very effective way to present a musical work. Another really interesting aspect of the piece is that Ted Moore also notates the specific movements that he wants the player to make as he's performing some of these phrases in the work. And so, for instance, in the beginning, there are directions in terms of you're doing a finger roll with your fingernails on the snare drum, but he wants you to play it in a certain direction on the drum and use a certain hand and play another one. So actually the notation, if you follow it, it creates this little dance on the drum that you then see later as it's replayed in various iterations. Also, what the composer does is that he uses the video to reintroduce this material as you work through the piece. So you might be playing on a section in the beginning, and it's these phrases on the drums or on the wood blocks, and then you move on to different material, but then periodically the video brings these other motifs back and sort of an accompaniment with the live player. And so you're always having these phrases performed and then reintroduced in different formats or different iterations. They're always different. That really kind of builds all this layering of the piece. And so as you're watching it, you see a video screen of things that happened just a few moments ago or maybe a minute ago in combination with new material. And this reaches a big climactic point about 3/4 of the way into the piece where all these elements kind of converge into this really big dramatic moment with the video, and it's very powerful. I just want to do a shout out here to Black Swamp. They were really helpful in the recording of this. They sent me 2 of their beautiful new concert toms that were just fantastic. And I also used my Black Swamp Sound Art snare drum that I've had for 14 years now. I love that drum, and I was really looking forward to using it and getting different sounds out of it for this piece. And then of course wood blocks. And then even for the crotales, I think the crotales was the only non-Black Swamp instrument I used. But then I used the Black Swamp rec plate to hold them, in a little formation right next to the kit.